In honor of Bullying Awareness Week, Brock University is doing their part in raising awareness and working toward change.
We each have taken a topic, and so that we don't get inundated. But the idea is to present a different aspect of this very complex problem, so that hopefully by the end of the day, people that have come to see this event will have a great idea of what are the issues and what people can do about it.
And how important is it for more awareness and discussion on the topic of bullying?
Oh, I think it's tremendously important. I mean, one of the problems that we found is sometimes people engage the topic of bullying and then move on to other things. And one of the things we want to say here today is that bullying is something you have to engage over and over again because it's a persistent problem, in particular for kids that suffer from being victimized.
The Research Cafe is an annual event held at Brock, which brings researchers together from a variety of disciplines to examine topical issues from different perspectives.
I'm in the Goodwin School of Business, so I look at bullying from the business perspective. We have individuals from the psychology department, so there's a nice mix, and I think that it's important for us to come together and to share our knowledge.
I'm hearing a lot about the cost benefit of bullying, and I'm just wondering if within the workplace, if it's more difficult to separate the cost and benefit just because sometimes bullying behaviors can lead to people working more efficiently.
And that's an interesting question in that some individuals believe that if they adopt bullying behaviors, it will positively affect the bottom line for the organization. In reality, they may experience short-term wins, but in the long term, it negatively impacts not only the organization, but it also impacts the individual who does experience bullying on a regular basis. So is there a cost benefit to workplace bullying? I would say no.
It wasn't just Brock faculty contributing to the discussion today. Graduate students were on the panel to share how their research can lead to change. Within schools or the workplace, are there any incentives for people to intervene when they see bullying happening?
I think just the feeling of knowing like you did the right thing, quote unquote. However, it's hard because especially within the school, there's so many things going on, and oftentimes the teacher is not even aware that a lot of the bullying is occurring. And the number one predictor of the teacher being aware of the bullying is the teacher telling. So we have to work on the students telling the teacher, because otherwise the teachers can't effectively deal with these issues if they're not being told about the bullying in the first place. I think reinforcing these ideas, and actually the gap is always with research putting theory into practice, and that's exactly what's happening on the playground at the schools. Is they know the right things to do, but actually putting into practice is the difficult thing.
Is there any research done on whether or not bullying is harmful to the bullies?
Yes, that's one of the things that I find is good and bad news. For the longest time, we thought people that were the bullies, they kind of get away scot-free, but now we find that it's not. They are in fact also a risk of maladjustment down the road. And so it's imperative that not only we help the victim, but we also help the bully.
According to the World Health Organization, Canada ranks near the bottom on measures of bullying and victimization, making conversations like the one today extremely important. Reporting for The Source in St. Catharines, I'm Holly Moore.